Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Wilder Wednesdays. I'm back at it. I'm staying consistent in the consistency. I wish I had a mood chart. Y'all need to get a mood chart, right? A mood chart is very healthy. I don't know what mood you in today, but ask yourself, what mood are you in today? So I'm gonna share my mood. Today I'm happy and I feel sensitive. I don't know why. Because when you mature and you have a positive mindset, it's okay to be sensitive. And I'm not talking about like wimpy or, soft or nothing like that. Sometimes you can be sensitive to your self-awareness. I am sensitive to my self-awareness. But today is a good day. It's another good day. They say, Mr. Walker, every time you make a video, it seems like every day a good day. Yeah, you can make your day a good day. It's up to you and your positive mindset to have a good day. Today is a good day. This will be a great video. Things have been getting better. And I'm saying this as speaking in the truth, as a real testimony that, things really are getting back to normal. Things are, just really coming back together as it would. Sometimes you go through things in life and you can speak over your situation. You can speak to your situation. So today's class in this session is how to positive self-talk. This is going to be really good because a lot of times when we talk to ourselves, when we're not talking to nobody, we say bad things about ourselves. Like, okay, I could give you a perfect example. When I was in the streets and, doing my thing and toxic relationships and, just feeling used and abused, I thought I'd never be the day I get to be happy. Well, today I'm happy, okay? I had to push to this point, and sometimes nobody talks to you. You end up talking to yourself a lot. A lot of times we do have self conversations. We probably don't have associates, or we don't want to probably be entangled with nobody. So who else you talk to other than other people? You talk to yourself. I talk to myself a lot, not in a bad way, but sometimes I have to encourage myself because I don't have too many associates. And when you sit down and have this positive self class I want to teach today, you can see a better aspect on yourself, because a lot of things or opposition that you might go through or things that you discover, there's nobody to really be there to be like, hey, you can do this or you can make it through that, or nobody give you that support to say, hey, it's all right, you failed, but you can get back up. So today's class is going to be very, very good, and I'm very excited to make this video today. Just to share another thing with me, when I first started making these videos, I said that I would continue to be consistent in making trauma support group videos, and ever since June 19th, I have been making videos. So right now, as a little small celebration, I have made over 109 videos. I didn't think I was going to make it that far, but I have made it that far, and I want to go some more. When you start discovering small celebrations and you can celebrate, you can say, hey man, I can do more. I can do better. I can, hey, I can. Because a lot of people, they be like, oh, I don't think I could do this, or I don't think I could do that. Well, you can. It's just up to you to say it. A lot of people, we take other people's validation, and if I took some validations, my heart would be broken right now, but it's not. But guess what? It don't stop the show. When you validate yourself and you say, you know what, hey, great as me, or the Lord is in me, you know what I'm saying, or the Holy Spirit with me, or God is with me. Some things that try to break you, it doesn't break you. The reason why some things don't break you, because when you have positive self-talk, you can encourage yourself and your spirit and your mental mind state and say, you know what, some people say it is what it is. No, it ain't is what it is. No, it's what it's not going to be. But that's what I'm saying over here. So that's not what you did to me. And that's a personal joke. That's what you did to me. No, that's not what you going to do to me today. Let's go. All right. So as you know, I always have a little scripture for us today. So we're going to go to Proverbs 12. Proverbs 12. And while we're doing that, I just want to encourage everybody, if you're watching my videos and they're helping you, that's good. If you're getting anything from it, that's great. And I appreciate everyone that's watching. You could be doing something else, but you're watching. So I thank you for that. So Proverbs 12, verse 5, right? And it says, everyone, the thoughts of the righteous are right. Listen, I'm going to say that again. The thoughts of the right. Now, none of this ain't righteous, okay? Let's get that understanding. The Bible says our righteousness as filthy rags. But when you know the difference between right and wrong, that's the righteousness, all right? Because a lot of people, we know the difference between right and wrong. I know the difference between admiring a woman or lusting after a woman. I know the difference between being angry and having self-control. I know the difference between being depressed and being happy. I don't know why I'm saying these characteristics, but I'm showing you the difference. So the righteousness is just knowing the difference between right and wrong in my self-revelation. So it says, the thoughts of the righteous are right. So I want to break this down again. If you're a person, if you're a parent, if you're a leader, if you're somebody, your spouse, and you're above, if you haven't making right decisions that's going to better for you, yourself, or your environment or anything, that's better, you're making a righteous thought. Your thoughts are righteous. If you say, for instance, you got mad at somebody and you cussed them out and you feel like you need to go apologize, your thoughts are righteous. If you stole something and you be like, oh, I need to take it back, these are righteous thoughts. I'm just showing you righteous thoughts because sometimes, be like yesterday, I had an altercation and something happened to me and I could have had bad thoughts, but I say, you know what? I'm not gonna be like other people. Sometimes when you have opposition or you have that challenge or that setback, you can have righteous thoughts to say, you know what? I'm not gonna be like this, or I'm better than that, or what I'm saying, maybe I should forgive, or don't get upset. It's just certain little key things that help your mind know you have a positive mindset. And if you notice this, when I'm speaking, you're also saying this the positive self-talk is involved because you could be by yourself and have a situation. You'd be like, no, I'm not going to do that. Or no, I'm not going to get mad. Or no, I can't fall into that temptation. Or no, just no, period. All right, so let's go. It says, the thought of the righteous are right, but the counsels of the counsels of the wicked are deceitful. Now, I'm going to elaborate on this a little bit because the counsels of the wicked. Now, we're talking about positive self-talk, right? But the counsels of the wicked, you have people that don't speak great things into your life. You have I have certain situations. I had a situation yesterday, and somebody was very angry, and they were saying some things. And all I could say was, no, stop. Don't say that. Because that in your mind, some things that people are saying out their mouth. This would come in the scripture. That's the thought. That thought is not righteous. And so what you can do, when you have these deceitful thoughts, when you have this positive self-talk, because you can have people around you in your environment, and they can be negative. But because your positive self-talk can, infiltrate their energy. Yeah, that's why I'm trying to go with that. That positive self-talk can shut down their negative self-talk. Because when you have positive self-talk, you can say, hey, you know what, I'm not like that, so why you like that? You know you better than that. You don't have to be like that. Don't be like that. That's positive self-talk. You know, that's encouraging somebody not to be evil and deceitful. And you know, what's great about this is that it says, but it says, but the counsels of the wicked are deceitful. So who's your counsel? Who are you listening to? You know what I'm saying? A lot of people in my circle, I listen to some people, and I take their advice. But if it's sometimes I don't go front. Sometimes I could be a little wicked. Sometimes I'm lusty busty be trying to bust out. I'm just gonna keep it real. You know, my flesh comes. I'm not a perfect person. My flesh, if I like somebody, or I find somebody interested, and I be trying to jump. Sometimes I try to jump that fence. I keep it real. I'm just being perfect. I'm not gonna come in here and be all perfect. Sometimes you could be your own counsel, and you could be wicked in your own mind. And today, I'm just trying to help you how to have that positive self-talk, because even though I have my personal struggles, I say, you know what, Darrell, think about this. What's the repercussions? What's the repercussions behind? There are repercussions behind our actions, especially if they're not of God or they're not positive. Understand that. If you're walking upright and you decide to try to go back, if you try to go relapse, there's a repercussion behind that. If you try to sleep with somebody and you know it ain't right, it's a repercussion behind that. If you try to be angry and you're supposed to be at peace with somebody, there's a repercussion behind that. And so be careful who is counseling you. You know what I'm saying? Be careful who you're giving your attention to, because like some people ain't got the heart of Christ. So some people don't have that positive mindset. And we have to be careful who's counseling, because a lot of people, I'm not saying, like I said, I ain't better than nobody, but there's some people out there really wicked. There's some people out there really want to see you get hurt, really want to see you get down, really want to see people die, really want to, really are vengeful. How can I say vengeful? They're very vengefulness. They have a lot of hatred in their heart. And we can't do nothing but pray for them. And the reason why I thank God for this video today, because when you're a positive person, negativity is listen, this ride of positivity is not an easy ride, okay? Because you're looking at a person that came from the street, like, yo, I hit you in your mouth quick, it's over with, now what? It ain't like that no more. Now I have to put my hands down, hush my mouth, and like walk away. Or if I'm hearing something that's that's negative, sometimes you don't have to wrestle too much, but you could just make hey, that's not right, or I don't think y'all should do this, and leave it like that. Whatever goes on from that point, there's nothing much you can do. This is when you have positive self-talk, you could talk yourself out of a situation, just like you could talk yourself in a situation. And this is really good today, because I have been practicing positive self-talk. I have been teaching positive self-talk. Like in some of my videos, I tell people like to touch themselves and say this, or just certain exercises. Like today, we're gonna do a positive self-talk exercise right now. All right. So if you're in a bad mood right now, if you're feeling a little irritated, if you're feeling droggy, if you're feeling blah blah blah, because some people like blah. If you ain't had your wake and bake, whatever the case may be, okay? Because a lot of people do wake and bake. I remember the wake and bake days. Today, you could touch yourself and say, you know what? Today's going to be a great day. Or today is a great day. Just try it. Just touch yourself and say, my day is going to be great. Don't look at me, do it. Say, my day is going to be great. Okay? I'm just teaching you now, because there's nobody around sometimes, and I want to teach everyone how to do this in practice, because where I'm sitting today and where I'm at right now in my life is because of positive self-talk. So welcome to the class today. That was a little nugget. I like to share a testimony and bring everybody in. So today's class is how to positive self-talk. Okay. Now, positive self-talk is an eternal dialogue that makes a person feel good about themselves. So listen, you gotta understand that when you have positive self-talk, you can feel good about yourself. Like lately, I've been looking in the mirror and I'm like, hold on, you know, man, boobs, yeah, that's all chest right there. You see that? That's chest. That ain't man boobs no more. That ain't man. I used to have man boobs, you know, and so what I did was I started speaking over myself and just understanding that, you know, I didn't have nobody to give me that push and say, Darrell, you know what? You know what I'm saying? You need to get up and work out, you know what I'm saying, and look good. Sometimes you positive self-talk yourself and say, you know what? I need to do this or I need to do that. And what happens is that you continue making that self-talk. That's what you do, okay? All right? That's what you do. You start feeling good about yourself. So what happens is this. When you speak, your body, your ear listens and your brain processes. You got to get that. A lot of times we listen to people in their conversation and, you know, we process their conversation, but speak to yourself and process what you feel about yourself, what you say about yourself. So, yeah, that's great. Also, a person can use positive self-talk to think optimistically, okay, and feel motivated. Like I just said, when I have nobody to work out, but I work out by myself. And sometimes, some things in life, you're gonna have to positive self-talk yourself. You're not gonna get that pat on the back, or if you do get support, there are people. If you're in a group, I'm not gonna take away anybody. If you're in a group and you have support, take that support. Take what they saying to you if it's positive, and understand that agree with them and say, hey, you know what? I can stay off of drugs, or I can overcome this situation, or I can get up and lose weight, or I can be beautiful. Or I am guapo, or I am mucho bonita. And, it's my little Spanish. Guapo mean handsome, bonito mean pretty. I think so. But anyways, let's go. You can feel motivated as well. Another thing to help you with negative self-talk is this. Identifying negative self-talk. It's the first step towards thinking more positively. I want everyone to get this. When you identify anything, like, okay, person example, I knew I had a lust problem. I had to identify. I know I had a drug problem. I had to identify. I know I had a self-esteem problem. I had to identify. I know I was homeless. I had to identify. I know all about me, right? But guess what? Identify within yourself, okay? Okay, and identify your negative self-talk. Identify what you're saying bad about yourself. This is very important, all right? And once you start doing that, like I say, you would start thinking more positive because you're like, dang, I'm not fat. I actually look good. Or I'm not old. I actually look young. Or, I ain't bald headed, but I do got some hair. I mean, it's just certain things, I don't know why I do that. But it's certain things that you can speak over yourself. And when you catch these negative thoughts, listen, I don't want to say this. Some people look good with extra weight on them. Some people look good muscular. Some people look good slim. Whatever, how you feel about yourself, you need to appreciate yourself, okay? Don't put down yourself. I don't know why I'm doing this, but don't put down yourself. This is identifying negative self-talk, all right? You got to catch that, okay? And then we're going to go to the next step because, I don't know. Let me slow down. This is important, y'all. All right, I want to stay a couple minutes here on this because when you catch negative thoughts in your mind, you are starting to overcome negative thought process. The reason why I'm sharing here with this because the person you see today, I didn't think I could be this person. I heard about it. Everybody told me, but when you begin to see and think about yourself in a different light, you begin to feel different. You begin to see your life becomes different. this is very positive for people that do deal with traumas, PTSDs, addiction, triggers, past relationship hurts, and bad experiences and embarrassing moments. This is very positive because a lot of us sometimes, due to our upbringing or due to the environment we was growing up in, or due to what other people thought of us, we lived off of that. And we accepted that. But today, you can change all of that. You can accept who you want to be. You can accept who you are. And you can take listen now, this is positive. You can take the negative thoughts out your mind. You really can. I'm going to say this in the most positive manner. You can take the negative thoughts out your mind. Everybody thought, oh yeah, he going to be on drugs for the rest of his life. Not today, Craig. Okay? Oh yeah, Darrell King, he always picking the wrong woman. Well, I ain't picking a woman today. Okay? Darrell, he just like his daddy. But I ain't like my daddy today. So what are you saying, Mr. Walker? Mr. Walker saying that counsel of the wicked, holler, you can have control over your mind today. And you can say, you know what? I identify what people saying, but I don't have to accept that. When you have standards, qualities, and boundaries, you don't have to accept some things. So don't accept negative self-talk. Don't accept the failures you made. Don't accept the past mistakes. Don't accept the struggles that you're going through right now. Because one day you're going to overcome that if you keep positive self-talk in your life with a positive mindset. Excuse me. So that was great. Go to the next step is to help you how to help you with your positive self-talk is talk to yourself. Talking to yourself is normal and beneficial. I want you to get that. Yes, it's normal and beneficial when you're positive self-talking to yourself. Now, it's a negative part of it. I'm getting into it, but I just want to get a positive first. I usually get a bad before the good, but I got to switch it up. Excuse me. All right, so listen. Focus and task performances, right? This is where you vocalize speaking thoughts. You can speak. When you get mad, you speak what you feel, okay? Right? You can sit up there and think about a person. When you think about a person, you be like, oh yeah, this is what I think about you. You can do that. Now watch this. You can take that same energy and apply it to yourself. And you can say, you know what? I'm vocalizing my thoughts today. Terrell, I'm Darrell is healthy. Terrell, whoever Terrell is out there, Terrell, you're going to be a better person. I said Terrell. All right. So vocalizing thoughts can help direct focus and improve performance on difficult tasks. Get that. You hear that? Did you hear that? I'm going to repeat that again. Vocalizing thoughts like I can do this. I am better. I will overcome. I am beautiful. I am handsome. I am in shape. You see that? That's how it works. Yeah, whatever you think, it come out, okay? That was a good illustration. Ding, ding, ding. Ding, 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 okay? All right, so vocalizing thoughts can be helpful, can help direction, focus, and improve performance on difficult tasks, a concept seen in children and adults. So listen, even kids, when they're young, they're like, oh, what you want? I'm going to be the world's greatest football player. Positive self-talk. I don't know why I'm going with kids today. Teenagers. I'm not going to say kids. I don't want to correct this right quick. I made one of my videos saying, hey, kids, but I really meant to say teenagers, but I'm not perfect, but I corrected that. So even on children and adults, positive self-talk has been effective. And this can really help you with your direct focus and improve performance, even on difficult tasks. Some things in life are not easy, so this can help you focus, either child or adult, teenagers, child or adult. Because, some kids, they really self-taught themselves. Like, I'm going to do this. Cheerleaders, especially cheerleaders, sports, anything like that. Kids self-taught kids positive self-taught themselves, because the parents be like, nah, you can't do it. And the child be like, yes, I can. And go out there and embarrass. And really, they might be don't doing the best to their part, but they make a step. This is a good tip. Even though you're not at the best of it, start making a step. Right. Children and adults. All right. Another thing is emotional regulation. Emotional regulation helps you process and manage emotions like nervousness or anger, but by providing a way to think through a situation. I just shared that with y'all. I had a situation. I could have had my emotions. I could have. Sometimes I don't want to say that. I'm gonna say this. Well, no, I don't want to say this, but I'm gonna say it. Sometimes you can't talk with your emotions all the time. Okay, you can't say how you feel. You can't show out. You roll your neck and what's up? No. Yeah, see, yeah. You know how stupid. I'm gonna watch that. You know how stupid that look. That looks stupid. When you're dealing with, I want to help somebody. Because I've never been always type of person like, yeah, what's up? Let's respond. But today, I learned to be calm. When things are going on, stay calm. When the stuff around you happening, stay calm. Because once you get drawn in, that's like, two dogs fight. You stick your hand in the middle, you're going to get bit. If people fight and they don't have a fist fight, you jump in the middle, you're going to get hit. Yeah. So stay calm. Learn to control your emotions. Manage your emotions. Even in nervousness or anger, learn how to manage that. And when you do that, like I say, it can help you think. Okay, because a lot of people, we react. We don't think. We need to react. So, so think sometimes. Don't react. Think before you react. I wish I would told myself that a long time ago, right? But think before you react. I used to be a person that didn't think. I just used to react. It got me in a lot of trouble. But, now I think. Because listen, I want to say this. Even when it comes down to nervousness or anger, some people that you make nervous, that's one of the worst persons you can deal with, because they don't care about no consequence. Because right now, at that moment, they're about protecting themselves, or they're scared, or they're fearful for their life. So don't, if you're nervous, just calm down, okay? If you're angry, calm down, slow down. Just don't get angry, okay? And this way you can think better, once again, through a situation. Also, I have self-reflection. Self-reflection is talking to yourself, okay? Talking to yourself can be a form of introspection, helping yourself better and resolving eternal inside, right here, conflicts. We have, Galatians 5 says, rise against flesh and blood. We have eternal conflict. I'm not perfect. I have eternal conflict. Excuse me. I have eternal conflict. Be single or just settle for less. That's the eternal conflict. I'm not going to settle for less. I'm going to stay single. Okay. Eternal conflicts, step out on faith, stay where I'm at. Or, have a positive attitude, or just stay bitter. Or get off of drugs or stay on drugs. These are eternal conflicts. Should I be, what's another one? Should I stop doing this or keep doing this? Or just, these are things that go on the inside of us, okay? And when you have self-reflection is when you look at yourself and say, hey, what's going on in here? How do I feel in here? Because a lot of us, we are emotional creatures. Women are emotional. No, some women getting cold. I'm sorry. I got it. Let me. What I have been experiencing, women getting cold. Us men, I'm sorry. I done got cold. I'm a little cold. I used to be all, hey, I'll say your word, not no more. You say yourself. Yeah. When you can guard your emotions, because when you learn from your past, I don't know why I'm saying it. When you learn from your past mistakes, you don't want to feel that same emotion anymore. That's why people get cold. Not saying that not saying I'm a loving person. I'm a very sweet, loving person. I would do anything you ask me to ask. Mostly anything, not everything. Let me get that correct. No, I ain't doing everything, but mostly everything. And but when you have these eternal conflicts, sometimes when you have eternal conflict, it's for you to be better, but you don't want to do it. But understand that we do, even just me, we wrestle with ourselves. So that's why it's good to have self-reflection and say, hey, you know what is it about me that I need to make better, or what is it about me that some issues that I need to fix, and then it help you resolve, and help you help yourself and resolve eternal conflicts. Okay, so that was good. That was really good. Yeah, somebody today do some self-reflection. Try it. All right. Motivation can serve as a pep talk. Some of us need to pep talk ourselves. I do it all the time. Pep talk is boosting morale and providing motivation. If you ever notice before the game, they have a pep talk. Anything that you finna do, give yourself a pep talk. Before I come on here and make these videos, I pep talk. Like, okay, real, you know what I'm saying? It's time for you to help the world. Let's do it. You know what I'm saying? Real. So, you know what I'm saying? So I'm doing it. And I feel great doing it. I'm saying, yeah, that's a boost of my moral. And it's providing me motivation. Some days, I feel like I shouldn't get on here, but I do. Some days you feel like you don't want to do nothing, get up and do it anyhow. You get up and go to work anyhow. If right now you're struggling with any area of your life, keep going, because you made it this far. Why I give up now? I'm talking to myself. I ain't talking to you. Right. Let's go. Okay, so you have another thing you have is social support. Social support creates the present through self-talk, can elevate your feelings of loneliness. When you talk to yourself, you're not alone. You're with yourself. A lot of people are like, I'm lonely because I ain't got nobody to talk to. All right, well, talk to yourself. Encourage yourself. Boost yourself. Push yourself. Because a lot of times the Bible says, I don't know why I'm saying this, but I'm saying it. The Word of God says the arms of flesh will fail you every time. A lot of people I look for that support me right now, they're not there. A lot of friends that I was in the street with, they're not here. And guess what? Where I'm at in life, even some people in the past 1 or 2 years, besides my sister, they're not really there for me. Okay, and that's all right. When you learn how to be on eagles fly by themselves, and pigeons flock together. Remember that. Eagles fly by themselves, and pigeons flock together. So guess what? Self-talk can elevate your feelings of loneliness. You can encourage yourself and say, you know what? Because, this is what I do. When I think I feel lonely, I'll be like, remember that relationship? You remember them friends? You know what I'm saying? Remember sitting in that cell? You couldn't pick up all these people that you breaking bread with and making money for. You can't call a damn person. You know what I'm saying? Even now, right now, certain people that I like, I can't. They won't let me like them. So guess what? I'm gonna like myself. If some people don't like you, like yourself. This is beautiful. This is beautiful. You're not lonely. And let me really quote it out there and throw it out there. If you spend time with God, that loneliness will really go away. If you sit down and do self-reflection, if you sit down and do your emotional regulation, if you sit down and do your focus and task performance, this will keep you motivated enough where you won't feel loneliness. Do something in consistency. Don't be a busybody, you know what I'm saying? But do enough where when you start to feel alone, you be like, oh, you know what? I got this project over here, or let me do this, or let me better this, or let me go in the mirror and take care of myself for a little while. Just sitting here, but I get in the mirror quick. I've been pushing it. Sometimes I push it back to a 72-inch screen, but it grow back. But guess what? I get up and I cut my own hair. I ain't coming on here looking all crazy. It might look crazy, but it look good. Looking crazy. Okay, let's go. All right. Now, here are the dangers. We're almost at the end. Here are the dangers. If you're doing this, seek some help, okay? Be concerned when you're consistently negative, self-critical. Be very concerned of this, y'all. When you're being critical on yourself all the time, get some help, okay? Because this is not good. This is very detrimental to your mental, your emotion, and your spiritual. Please get some help. If you're being critical on yourself and consistency, please stop. Stop beating. I just said in the beginning of the video, stop beating yourself up. You're better than that, okay? Be concerned if you have symptoms of anxiety or depression, loneliness or isolation. Be very concerned. If you have these symptoms, be concerned. Please find some help. If you're watching this video today and I'm calling these things out and you're struggling with these areas, if you're not going to find some help, go back, start the video over, and watch the positive self-talk tips again. I recommend that, okay? If not, get some help. Ask somebody to help you. 211, mental health, whatever. Family support. A family member you ain't talked to in a long time, call them. Say, hey man, I need you. Please help me. I need help. Okay? Now, you don't have to be lonely and isolated. You don't have to do that. There's some people out there that want to be your friends. Let them be your friends, okay? Another tip is be concerned when responding to voices or sounds that aren't real or come from an external source. So if you're hearing voices around you and stuff talking to you and they ain't real, yeah, right now, call 211. Right now, go check in, okay? Check in. Please get some help because this is real. I'm not making fun of anybody. Please take this serious. I have been in that stage before where I was hearing voices and things were talking to me. So, yeah, this is real, y'all. So if you are being that person and this video is not helping you today, please 211, 911, or just reach out. Get some help. Go to a mental health place and stand in the front and say, I hear voices. They'll take you in, okay? They will. They will not. They don't play with that. All right. Another one is be concerned when self-talk becomes excessive and it's difficult to stop and interferes with your daily life. So if you're so negative with yourself and it's excessive, I done seen I don't know why I'm sharing this, but I have been in places where people slap themselves and say they're not no good. I done been in places where people are running and hitting the wall and saying, I deserve this. I have been in places where people just sit around and talk all day and don't clean up their house. They talk bad about themselves and they live any kind of way. No order, no hygiene. They don't even bathe. And it's affecting their daily life. If you see somebody like this, do not pass them by, okay? Do not just sit there and look at them and say, oh, that's them. Don't do that. Pick up the phone. Call 211. Call a mental health line. Call, because you know what we do? This is not to criticize us, but we see people in help and need, and we walk right past them. Now, some people, don't get it twisted. Some people don't let you help them, okay? I will say that, because I have a lot of people. Some people don't want your help. So if they don't want your help, there's nothing you can do. But if you see somebody and they want you to help them, okay? This is very important. These things are real out here. People are struggling with this. So, all right. So we're at the end of this class. So I'm gonna give you my summary, and this has been great so far. But listen, if you see people or you're personally struggling, beware of these things, and practice. Just do some self-talking. Okay. The primary rule of self-talk. Okay. I'm going to help you with something. The primary rule of self-talk is to treat yourself with the same kindness, encouragement, and respect you will offer a stranger or a dear friend. Remember this. This is what positive self-talk is. Just the way as you're nice to another person, you can be nice to yourself. The encouragement you give to another person, give that encouragement to yourself. That respect you give to another person, give that respect to yourself. This is replacing negative, critical inner thoughts with supportive affirmations when facing difficult challenges. Every day when you wake up, it can be challenging. Some people, if you're in the medical field or you have medical health issues, today I encourage you, I salute you for not giving up. If you're dealing with some things personally within yourself, I salute you. I give you applause for not giving up on yourself, not being critical on yourself. I salute you for even just practicing. You sometimes you just sit there and talk to yourself like, you know what, I am this or I am that. I salute people that are giving themselves positive self-talk today. If you watch this video and this video helped you out, comment, share, like, or subscribe. I appreciate everyone that has been watching, and hopefully today, work on positive self-talk and enjoy your day. And thank you for watching.